Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the final day. Yes, this is day 7 of the 23% challenge. So, who is feeling wealthy today? Who wants to be wealthy? Who likes wealth? I do. So, again, everybody, welcome to the final day of the 23% challenge. And yes, Wealth Day does have its significance. So today is all about wealth. Now, in a little while, we're going to describe it. We're going to go into many details about what today encompasses. So get ready. That's right. So for those of us that are interested in living a healthier lifestyle, for those of us who enjoy holistic healing, for those of us who are ready to become a better and a greater version of who we currently are, then please join me on this terrific, amazing journey. So, what is Wealth Day all about? Well, it's Monday, March 7th, the very last day of the 23% challenge. So, Wealth Day is really an opportunity for us, or shall I say for me, to improve our financial wellness. And let's remember, financial wellness is about our ability to not only manage our money, but also to understand our thoughts and our feelings, as well as our belief system and our expectations about money. It's also an opportunity for us to feel abundance and prosperity. And I know this may catch some people off guard, but believe it or not, Wealth Day is an opportunity for you or for us to fall in love. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I said it. Today, let's fall in love. Now, how we fall in love and what we do with this feeling of love, we're going to discuss that in a little while. So please stay tuned. Before we get into all the specifics, I want to send out a special salute. I want to pay homage to a special individual. His name is Eddie Coronado. He is actually the creator of a lot of the concepts and the ideas that we're going to discuss today. So I just wanted to pay special tribute to him, much like I do Iyanla Van Zandt, as well as Infinite Waters. So I guess in a sense, I can also consider Eddie Coronado, one of my spiritual counselors. Now, if at any point you're interested in doing a little more research about Eddie, then definitely look him up on YouTube. He has a video, probably several, but the one in which I really enjoy is his video that is entitled How to Attract Money Using Universal Law. That's one that I've listened to repeatedly, and I listen to it over and over again. And believe it or not, guys, the more I listen to it, the more I'm able to incorporate many of his concepts into my life. And here's the best part about it, is that it actually works. Yes. So I feel as though it is almost my duty to not only pay honor to him, but to also pay honor to you, in hopes that all the goodness and all the wealth that I have received in my life, I can share that with you, and in return, you can feel the goodness and the happiness in your life as well. So, let's now talk about wealth. What is wealth? So let's go ahead and state a definition for it, and then we'll hop back into it. So wealth is defined as an abundance of quote-unquote valuable possessions. It's also defined as an abundant supply. Here's the thing. Most people view wealth as having riches, as having a lot of money, as having a lot of material possessions. Now, we have to look at the word valuable. So what does the word valuable really mean? But more importantly, what does it mean to us? What in our lives do we view as valuable? What in our lives do we constitute, or how do we constitute wealth? Does it mean that if I don't have a lot of money, then I'm not wealthy? Perhaps you value other things in your life. Perhaps you value friends. Perhaps you value family. Perhaps you value material things. Maybe some things that are intangible, things that are tangible. So whatever it is you value in your life and you have an abundance of it, then guess what, my dear friends? You are wealthy. But today, I really want to focus our talk on acquiring wealth, not necessarily from a materialistic perspective, but more so in how we feel about attaining certain things that will then give us the feeling of being wealthy. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, don't worry. As we go through our slides, we'll definitely get more into detail. So, you guys ready for this journey? All right, let's go. Here's a big question. Should I participate in Wealth Day? Well, let's figure it out. All right. But in figuring it out, we have to address a few questions, as always. So here's one question. What are my beliefs about money? Right? Have you ever really thought about what you believe about money? Another question. What are my expectations about money? Have you ever thought about what you expect out of money or from money? If not, maybe it's time to start thinking about that. Here's another question. Do I feel wealthy? Do I need money to last longer? Do I want money to just show up? Do I want to repay people? And do I want the people who owe me money to repay me? Do I need to attract like-minded people? Do I need to attract financial opportunities? Well, if the answer to any of those questions is yes, as it is with the case of me, then yes, you should definitely participate in Wealth Day. All right? Because remember, we are on the road to riches. Now let's talk about the benefits of Wealth Day, because once again, some people may feel as though because they're not wealthy, then why in the world would I participate in Wealth Day? Well, let's look at the benefits, and then maybe this will change your mind. The benefits are money will last longer. Yes, I have personally experienced that. Money will begin to show up. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are listening, it works. Okay, not only have I found money literally on the street in the forms of dollar bills and coins, but I've had people pay me back money that they owe me. And I've also attracted like-minded people. So here's another benefit, right? People will pay you what they owe you. And yes, that is true. You won't even have to talk to that person. The people will show up with the money in hand. You will attract like-minded people. Oh, yes. If there is a project that you're working on, or perhaps it's a business, and you need to attract certain people into your life that can help facilitate your dream, that can help make your vision happen faster, believe it or not, they will miraculously show up. And another benefit is that you will attract financial opportunities. Now, the key is that you must be able to realize and, of course, appreciate all the financial opportunities that knock on your door. So now let's get into the details of Wealth Day. So Coach D, right, what do I have to do? So if it's easy and it's something that doesn't take a lot of my time, then yes, I'll do it. Okay, great. So let's talk about the details, right? So step one, and yes, there are 3 steps. So step 1 is to create your own wealth experience. Wow. Create a wealth experience? What does that mean? Okay, well, let's talk about it. So here are some examples of what you can do to create your own wealth experience. You can go visit a fancy car dealership. Now for me, I love Cadillacs. Cadillac is my most favorite brand of cars of all times. So for me, I would go visit a Cadillac dealership. You can also go look at expensive homes, right? How much will it cost you to drive through an affluent neighborhood? How much would that cost you? Aside from a little bit of gas, it's going to be free. Another thing that you can do if you're considering going on a trip is that you can begin talking to travel agents, right? Pick their brains, find out the costs, find out good destinations depending on the season, all right, and of course the weather. Another thing that you can do for Wealth Day is that you can start to hang out with wealthy people, right? You can begin to maybe pick up a few of their mannerisms, pick up a few of their behaviors, talk to them, right? Converse with them. Find out how they think about money. What is their belief system? What are their expectations about money? We could, of course, visit a high-end hotel. Now, I'm not saying go and spend the night, especially if it's going to cost $500 to $1,000 per night to stay in that hotel, but it's about the feeling. And we'll talk about that feeling once again. Another thing that you could do is perhaps eat at an expensive restaurant. Now, the word eat is interchangeable, okay? It doesn't mean that you want to go to the restaurant and order a 3 or 4 or 5 course meal. No, not at all. If you want, you can probably select the cheapest thing on the menu, something that you can obviously afford, right? Maybe a cup of coffee, maybe a sweet roll, maybe just a salad, you see? Or you could shop at a high-end department store, all right? So if you want to go to a store, right, find something that's cheap, find something that's inexpensive. But again, we want to get the feeling of what it feels like to be wealthy. Step 2, fall in love. Don't you enjoy being in love? I mean, yes, you may not be with the person anymore, or maybe it was traumatic for you, but at the very beginning, right, when you were thinking about that person all the time, you wanted to call them, you wanted to text them, it's the same thing. Think about how good it's going to feel when you walk onto that car lot, when you walk into that department store, when you are walking around an expensive mall, right? Think about how it'll feel one day when you can just walk into any store, walk onto any car lot and purchase whatever car you want, or be able to treat your significant other to a week at perhaps the Ritz-Carlton. You see, where maybe it's $1,000 a night and you have no problem paying that type of money. Now, here is where we need to center ourselves and we need to focus. While you are doing your Wealth Day, it is important that you feel good, that you feel excitement, that you feel joy, that you feel bliss. And it is that feeling which you want to fall in love with. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could be in love with those feelings every day for the rest of your life? Imagine all the things that'll change for you. Imagine how many different opportunities will come into your life. Imagine all the different types of people that you will meet. So it's key that you make a commitment to fall in love with the feeling of being wealthy. You're not there to fall in love with the clothes and the shoes and the cars and the houses and the hotels. No, that's not the purpose. The purpose is to fall in love with the feeling of being wealthy. So I hope you understand that. Step 3. Now this is key, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what we want to do. Step 3 is to memorize and recite a daily positive affirmation. So here are a few. I feel rich. I love money. Money loves me. I am willing, ready, and able to receive money. I see abundance everywhere. I am a money magnet. My income is growing higher and higher. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Now, if those little affirmations don't make you feel good, then I don't know what will. My personal favorite one is, let me see, I like them all, but I probably have to go with money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I mean, wouldn't that be great if we could just have money come to us, whether it's in the form of a free lunch, a free dinner, somebody paying me back, a bonus check from your job? I mean, wouldn't that be great? Well, it can be great. And believe it or not, it can happen and it will happen. I have faith. So those are your 3 steps for Wealth Day. So let's go back over those once again. So step 1, you need to create your own wealth experience. Step 2, we need to fall in love with the feeling while you are experiencing your wealth experience. So again, these are going to be feelings of happiness, joy, excitement, pure bliss. Fall in love with that feeling. And step 3 is let's memorize and recite a daily money affirmation. So once we do those 3 things, we are definitely headed in the right direction. So, Coach D, what did you do for your wealth experience? Well, let me see. My plan A was to go visit a Cadillac dealership. I didn't do it only because a few things came up, time did not allow. But what I did do, okay, was there is a very high-end mall here in South Florida. It's called Bal Harbour, okay? And there they have all the high-end luxury brands. I mean, Fendi, Gucci, Prada, Versace. I mean, you name it, it's there. So what I did was I went to the mall, and before I went, I made sure, number 1, to say my daily money affirmation. Secondly, I made a point to dress up, because what's important is that while you are in the process of experiencing your wealth experience, you want to exude the feelings of wealth. It's not about you looking wealthy, right? Because how you look, I mean, that's a perspective from how other people see you. But for me, I wanted to not only be in a place of wealth, but I also wanted to feel wealthy. So yes, I dressed up, and I recommend that you do the same. And because I knew I would be interacting with people, primarily salespeople, who at times can be a little pushy, but that's okay because that's their job. I also made it a point that whoever I encountered, that I would smile. You see, I was not going to greet anybody with a frown. I was going to smile the entire day. And if at any point it came to me engaging a salesperson into a conversation, then I was going to do that. So my mind frame was poised for success. You see? So as you are going throughout your Wealth Day experience, it's important that you have an attitude of wealth. Yes. So please try doing those things. Getting back to my wealth experience, I went into almost every store. I was probably at that mall for 2 hours. Okay, just looking at all the different clothes, thinking of, wow, you know, when I'm able to come in here and actually afford a suit or a shirt or a pair of shoes, then by golly, I'm going to do that. I also took business cards because you never know. These are individuals who I can contact later, you see. So it's important that we begin to not only feel wealthy and present ourselves that way, but if there's an opportunity for you to network, then by golly, do that. So that was my Wealth Day experience. I loved it. And I got to tell you, yes, I did fall in love. Okay, not with a person, right? But again, it was the feeling that I had once I stepped into that store. Now, here is something else. Do not allow a brand name or a person to intimidate you while you are going through your wealth experience. Okay? Do not let fear or intimidation creep into the picture. Okay? You are there to feel wealthy. You are there to feel excitement, bliss, joy, and happiness. Do not stray from your vision. Do not stray from your journey. Today is all about wealth. All right, 7-day vegan challenge is still in effect. So for those of you who are holding on, yes, this is the last day. that you only can drink water, the last day that you can eat nothing but plant foods. So tomorrow, right, you can say hello to the cookies, cakes, pies, donuts, ice cream, pizzas, bread. All right. So this is the last day. All right, guys, I have faith that you can do it. Please commit to this. This is the last day, right? Whenever I'm working out and it's my last set, I always say best set, last set. Or if you want to switch it around, last set, best set. So today, being your wealth experience, let's enjoy this day to the fullest, okay? So please, no meat, no animal products, no processed foods, no processed vegetables. I'm sorry, beverages. Excuse me. Contact information, once again, 23% challenge at gmail.com. Guys, send me information, right? Send me a picture. That's what I want to see. I want to see where you went for your wealth day. Now, me, I took a selfie when I was in the Versace store. I had one of the salespeople, or you can call them attendants. I had the guy take the picture for me. He didn't have any problem, right? So let me see exactly how you spent your wealth day. And let me know how you felt, right? Did you feel good? Did you feel excited about all the money, all the wealth that's going to enter into your life? Are you excited about this? Please get excited. Also, get excited about the abundance and the prosperity that is about to enter your life. Why? Because you are now in the flow of money, which technically is energy. All right, but don't worry, there'll be follow-up videos about that later. And last but not least, I want to leave everybody with our take-home message. All right, so guys, remember this: eat well, feel well, think well, and do well. Yes, all in that order. So step 1, eat well. Step 2, feel well. Step 3, think well. Step 4, do well. So remember, today is all about you acting. Today is all about you executing your wealth experience. So go out there, have your wealth experience, feel well, think well, do well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach D signing out. Go out and accomplish your dreams, right? Stay focused. Commit to being wealthy today. Yes, go out and do it. I'm signing out. Eat well, feel well, think well, do well.